Hey, Greg.
Recording in progress.
Just want to first get your thoughts on the end of the game. What did you see? How all that sort of went on, and then I'll touch base about the game as well.
Well, what did I see? Was not a whole lot at first because I was still congratulating players. So I got over there a little bit later, just trying to get teams to go in opposite directions, players to go in opposite directions. Yeah, there was a lot of emotion. I've heard speculation as to what kicked it off, but I didn't see anything specific. So, but certainly there was a lot of emotion through that game, and it certainly carried over at the end. So,
the game itself, we've seen the last two home games, and then you guys come out with this performance here. What do you point it to? Everything sort of went your way tonight.
Well, so what I'll say is the response of our guys was not just about LAFC. It's about losing two games back-to-back on our field, 3-1 and 3-0. And that was a part of our response and a part of our emotion. And the team on the other side happened to be LAFC, which is a rivalry, which also obviously adds a little bit of spice to the game. But our guys, I challenged them after the last game. They challenged each other and themselves that they couldn't play on the LA Galaxy Stadium and field the way we lost the games the previous two. So the energy, I thought the competitive spirit, the energy, the speed at which we were moving and playing, set the tone for the game. We stayed organized. We stayed connected. Everybody played on both sides of the ball, with it and without it. And we worked through the game, and we found our opportunities, and we made them. And our opportunities tonight were a little clearer than the ones that we've had in previous games. And some of that, I think, was just the pace at which Sam and Kevin were able to get out and break out, and the speed at which some of our counterattacks and some of our attacks were happening fast. So again, as I said to you before, when teams are sitting with these blocks and numbers in front of the goal, sometimes it's not easy to get clear chances. Today there was more space. Our guys broke in the space, and the chances were clearer for us. So I'm proud of the guys' effort, just the general response to the game, and pleased. I felt like a lot of things that didn't go our way were calls for me tonight. In many ways, I felt like Murillo got away with an incredible shove on the back of Javier after the Palacios incident. Didn't even get a yellow card. He wasn't even identified as the player who made the action. I think those types of things led to the ending. There was some emotion through that was happening through the game that also carried over at the end of the game. So and I think that's where it's at. Many of these guys are friends. It's just and know each other well. I think it was just a competitive boil over at the end, and we'll go about our ways. See where we're at later.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we'll go to Josh Guessman.
Hey, Greg, congratulations on the win. Wanted to talk, as you said, you talked about Sam and you talked about Kevin and what they did tonight. Can you talk a little bit more about why they were so successful? Sam getting involved in a lot of goals, Kevin scoring a goal there as well.
Yeah, again, I think, one of the big things for both of them is they played every single play of the game. They worked hard defensively. They worked hard in attack. They played at the speed that they're capable of playing of. They took advantage of the space when it presented itself and played aggressive. So those were, and the key thing, for Sam, and I challenge Sam, is he played every play. And when he plays every play, you see all of the capabilities that he has. And tonight there was, in an emotional game, he had a lot of emotional control and stability, and just played soccer, and he was outstanding to watch tonight. And Kevin, I think, again, he played every play. In the run of play and the connection to our team, I trust Kevin implicitly to understand tactically what we're doing and to do the work and to do the running and do all that stuff. And I was just so happy for him to have end product and score a goal and be able to celebrate with his teams. I could just see the glow on him after he was able to help the team in that way, because he puts in his shift always, and so I'm happy with him. But I really do believe it's just they just played the game, and they played the game at the speed and that they're capable of, and were thinking about nothing else than just the moment and being in the moment and playing the moment at the highest level. And I think that immersion into the game just allowed them to be the best version of themselves. And the game opened up with some space for them to run, and we saw the capacity that they have to play on the speed. You know, the way we were able to get out in transition, I haven't seen that for a little while, and that was fun to watch.
Is this the most complete 90-minute performance you guys have put together this year?
Yes. I think it's the most complete in 2 years since I've been here, in terms of duels, in terms of competition, in terms of playing every play, staying connected as a group, having everybody play on both sides of the ball every play, finishing our chances. For the most part, I felt like, again, this, as I said to them, they have to remember this feeling, because this is what they put out there tonight is how they should play every game possible. I know it has a little extra emotion and stuff, but we got to remember that, because that's what, you know, champions, when you want to be champions, you play every game hard, and you play it with that kind of focus and concentration and attention to detail, and you play every play. And that was a good example for what it looks like for us when we do that, and we need to remember that and reproduce it.
Thanks, Greg.
Thank you.
Next to the Scott French.
Hey, Greg. You guys came out with a lot of energy, but maybe not the kind of going too hard at it to start the game that's been bothering you guys the last couple of games. Can you talk about that and kind of getting the right balance?
Yeah, again, I thought we stayed connected as a group. You know, we made their entry passes hard to find. We took away, for the most part, the space behind us. They did find it a couple times, but we made it hard for them to play in between us. We made it difficult for them to separate us, and because of that, we were able to win balls in good spots. We were able to win balls between our lines, which actually sets you in motion for a counterattack, right? If you're winning balls behind you, or you're getting played in between, or you're trying to press and you're not recovering balls, it's very hard to counterattack when you're recovering balls deep in your half of the field, or there's no space to attack in front of you because the opposition, you never let them out of that space. So I felt like we were just more connected, and because of that, we were working hard side to side. We made it difficult for them to find, again, passes between our lines. They were, you know, passes behind us. It was hard for them, and we kept the game in front of us, and when they gave us the opportunity, we were able to win balls and get out of it. We found our fair share of possession inside of that. We found some chances. So I just, again, the performance for me was it was more complete. It was more connected as a group, and it was a good standard for us as a group.
You feel that everyone was much more mindful of not going out so fast, like we got to take care of this in the first 5 minutes?
Yeah, I think guys were really mindful of not giving up things behind them, you know, trying to cut out passing lanes, trying to, again, make things difficult instead of stepping out and just chasing the ball and trying to press it sometimes, or trying to get over excited about pressing. We really made sure that we were taking away, when we couldn't get pressure, that we were taking away simple passes for them most of the night. And so that led to things being a little bit more predictable. Space was easier for us to cover. We were getting to the right spots at the right time most of the night, and it made the game, again, it was complete in terms of the performance, which makes the game more efficient. We just dealt with everything in a more efficient way, and then we had that energy in the transition to use it to build attacks.
All right. Congrats on your performance, Kev. We'll start this off with Josh Guessman. Go ahead, Josh.
Kevin, congratulations on the goal. I wanted to know your feelings about the game.
I was so happy to help the team to get this win, and you know, against LAFC it's important, and we
You're doing great.
we win, so I'm happy.
Very good. Can you tell us, is this a weight off your shoulder? Did you feel a lot of pressure to score goals before this?
Not the pressure, because it's my second year with Galaxy, and you know, sometimes the goals or assists come long time to come, so I'm patient, and I will wait for more goals.
Thank you, Kevin.
That was really good. You're good.
Kevin, you're doing great. Next, we'll go to Scott French. Go ahead, Scott.
Hi, Kevin. In what ways did you feel that the team played better today than in the past few games? What were the biggest areas of advancement?
We try to be more connected as a group defensively, and with the ball be more simple and efficient. So we tried tonight, and we did great, and we win the game.
Thank you very much.
And last, we'll go to Rob Jalen. Go ahead, Rob.
Hey, Kevin, congratulations. Greg spoke on Sunday about being killers in front of goal, having the killer instinct. Do you feel like you guys did that tonight?
Yes, for sure. Tonight I think we be killers. We scored 3 goals, and that's good for the confident. And we have to do again against Austin. And we hope we play well Sunday.
Thanks so much, Kevin.
Thanks for your time, Kev. That was great.
Thank
Good
you.
too,
Mike,
Kevin.
finish.
Très bien.
Merci.
See? Easy.
Thanks, Kev.
Très facile. Oui.
We're going to start this off with Gio Garcia. Go ahead, Gio.
Thanks, Raheem. First of all, congrats on the victory. It was a big game for you guys. I know yesterday, previous to the game, you said you wanted to piss off the 32-52. Looks like you accomplished our goal. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I just feel obviously it's just a good victory. I thought we controlled the game for most part for 90 minutes. Obviously, this is the best. I think the best game we played at home. Obviously, so guys are just happy and they want to continue this way at home because, as you guys know, our last couple of games we're not up to par, not up to the level that we know. So to get a victory here in the Open Cup against our rivals is perfect.
Second question, you had a big game, impressive game, but also your counterpart, Kevin Cabral, he probably had one of the most important games in his career. What were your thoughts on him?
Yeah, I thought just Kevin was him and Sam were one of the best players on the park today. I think more defensively than not, they were excellent. So I told them when you work defensively, you get rewarded offensively, and you've seen them. One got a goal, and I think Sam got 2 assists. So I told these guys they need to continue like that. They need to continue working, and the sky's the limit for those guys because they're really talented guys, as you can see.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Next, we'll go to Damian Calhoun.
Hey, Raheem, could you walk us through the end there? The whole rumble record there, what was said? Or?
Yeah. Listen, I was celebrating. I was giving people high fives and whatnot, and then I seen a little scuffle. So I don't really know what happened. I can't give you too much detail. I just knew it was a little scuffle, and that's it.
It's one of those games where every game between these two teams are,
I think this one, this one was the most heated one for sure. The one that I played so far. So it's good. I think the rivalry needs this. The rivalry needs, it's always so nice. I think in MLS and you see teams in NBA and stuff like that. We need a little bit of grittiness. We need a little bit of fight and a little bit of drama. So I thought this was perfect.
Do you think your comments sort of lit the fire?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I wish it did. I hope it did. And I didn't mean any malice by it when I said to piss them off. I think they took it the wrong way. I just want to piss them off by winning, which I did. So I guess I pissed them off, right? So.
All right, thanks, Ray.
Yep.
Let's go with Andy Diasa.
Raheem, I'm curious, we talked about this before, you are one of the, I guess, let's just say the only player that's played on both sides in this rivalry. And the emotional side is important to me because you've seen it from one side, LAFC traveling here, not being able to win, and now you see it, you being the host and them still not being able to win. So much has changed throughout the years, players, coaches, whatever. From what you could speak to, what gives LA Galaxy that edge? Is it a mental thing? Is it a preparation thing? Is it just everything encompassing in one?
Yeah, I think it's a mental thing. They know that when they come here, it's not going to be an easy game. I think it's just like this is the rivalry in general. Being away from home in the rival is not easy. They know it's not an easy task. So I think maybe it creeps up in the back of their mind. So I can't give you the full detail, obviously, but me being on the LAFC side, I knew when I came here to Dignity Sports Health Park, I knew it was going to be a hard game.
Next, let's go with Josh Guessman.
Hey, Raheem, I mean, when you look at it, you gave them some bulletin board material, and a lot of times I think guys shy away from that. Why? Why do that in this particular case?
Because I need to get guys fired up, and I also want the drama. I think, as I said before, I think MLS is a little too soft in terms of players. I think players are too conservative. They don't want to look like the bad guy, but not even that. I'm not even trying to be the bad guy. I'm just trying to light the fire up between both sides and my players. So I think if it has to be a comment, it's going to be a comment. And I thought today the boys were excellent. We were all over them, and it was great to be a part of.
Not every game can be a rivalry game. So going forward here, what are the lessons taken from this
exactly,
game?
yeah, as you said, we said in the locker room after the game, like we shouldn't, like, obviously we're up for the LAFC game, but it shouldn't be like that. It should be against Houston. It should be against whoever comes here. The same way we played today is the same way we should be playing the whole time. So yeah, it was us using LAFC as a reference, but to know that it's not just LAFC we turn up for. It's for the whole league because we're trying to get points. We're trying to get back into the Supporters Shield realm. So yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
We got time for a couple more questions. Let's go with Alex.
Hey, Raheem. This year you've really settled into playing as a left back, and for a lot of years in your career you've played all over the pitch. How secure do you feel at your position now at this point in the season?
What do you mean by secure?
Like, how confident do you feel as a left back now?
Oh yeah, I feel very confident. I think my left back is the perfect position for me. Because I'm not that great attacking wise. I'm not gonna get you goals. I'll probably get you assists, but I'm not gonna get you goals. I used to be a winger that try to get goals and stuff like that. But it's not more my game. So I think me learning the left back position has been perfect for me. I think I have the perfect skill set for the position.
And my other question here, you were called in for the Canadian national team roster. What does it mean for you to have a chance to compete for a spot during the World Cup here?
Yeah, it's very special to me, obviously, to be called up to the national team. Even the way the national team has been going, I think Canada has been the best team in North America. So it's a recognition for the way I've been playing beginning of this season, and I can't thank anyone else but my teammates and my staff. So I'm gonna try to go there and give my best and see what happens.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
And last question will go to Salvador Perez.
Thank you. Hi, Raheem. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Thank you. Congratulations, the win. In the same tone about the Canadian national team, how important is this situation on the road for the Qatar World Cup? Because you haven't been called on a long time. How important is this?
Yeah, it's good. That means I'm close to maybe possibly being part of the World Cup roster. I just got to continue the way that I've been playing here at Galaxy, obviously. So yeah, I haven't been called up in a long time, but to be called up now, obviously, it shows that my hard work has been paying off, and I'm happy to be there. But I just want to work, and I want to continue to get better for not just for Canada, but for Galaxy as well.
Thanks for your time, Raheem.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Have a good night.
Can you walk us through the end of the game there? What happened?
I don't know, man. Honestly, and it's not because I want to don't answer the question. I actually don't know, and I think we shouldn't give that importance. I think what you saw, it's enough. It's not good that whoever had the fault, whoever started, whoever keep going. I think it's not good for everyone. Not even ourselves and LAFC. It's not a great message that we should send to the people here, here in the stadium and everywhere,
Can you? Greg said the biggest thing was for you guys was to respond from your two previous home losses, no matter who was the opponent. But the opponent was LAFC. So how important was it for you guys to come out the way you guys did and get this win here? Yeah,
it was huge. It was important. But now the most important thing is we need to show that against any team. That's the mentality and the mindset we should have. That doesn't mean that we're going to score 3 goals every single game and we're going to win every single game. We're going to aim for that, obviously. But I think the mentality, the confidence, the hunger, the bravery, and the confidence that we show, I think I repeat confidence twice, we need to maintain that, and mostly in our home. We want to make every team to come here, and if they're going to take any points, they need to give the game of their lives, you know. So I think today it's a great feeling, it's a great game, but as well it's a great, we set the bar there. This is the minimum that we need to give every single game, and then we can draw, we can lose, and any team can be better. But like I said, if any team is going to be better coming here, they need to have one of the best games in their season. You know, that's what we are aiming, and that's what we want to aim.
All right, thank you.
Next, we'll go to Josh Guessman.
Javi, thanks for taking the time. I wanted to talk about your goal, but the build up to it as well with Sam
Amazing.
and Kevin leading that out.
Amazing.
What did you see from them in this game, and particularly in that goal?
I think that what I said in the answer before, they show that. No, they show that mentality, that mindset, that effort. You know, with and without the ball that we all did. Even starting from JK, we start doing it, not building up, when deciding perfectly when we couldn't play the game, we play long balls. We were very compact, we counter-attack, we built some plays as well, we have a great goals as well. We couldn't get the shutout, the clean sheet, because, well, I mean, it's LAFC, you know, they're a great team, and they're the best team so far in the MLS, you know. So, yeah, I mean, Kevin and Sam did an amazing game, and that's something that it always happened, and that's something that I learned when I was a kid. You know, if you go full on with your effort, and then you have the talent, the formula most of the times, is going to be more positive than negative. You know, so that's why Seattle won the Conca Champions, and they're one of the best teams in the decade. I mean, us in the past, you know, us as an organization, they had talented players. They have a lot of like effort players too. You know, everyone. It doesn't matter if you have talent and you're DP or you are earning whatever. You should don't wear this shirt. You need to defend this shirt and this organization as the best one. So I said it after last match in Houston. You know, we need to give this, and I swear I'm not saying this just because we won, because the way that we play, then the result in soccer, that's the beauty of it. Any team could win if they score one goal, or a referee decision or something could happen every single moment. You know, against, for example, Salt Lake, we play a good game, we lost 1-0, but in the way that we play, we could do better. It's a different sensation than the games that we play against Dallas and Houston here. So I think that's it. That's the mindset, the image that we want to send. Not the 3-1. That's a consequence of how we play as a team, how we give everything for the benefit of the team, not for the individual benefit.
Thanks, Javi. Appreciate it.
Sorry, and last question in English, we'll go to Scott French.
Hey, Javi, as you say, an excellent performance by the team. We saw this group a lot more efficient in the attacking third and a lot more effective because of that. What do you think were the key elements of that beyond effort?
The concentration, the focus, and the effort. That's it. Soccer. Yeah, that's a formula that, for example, my father always told me: give everything in the pitch, and then the goals are going to be a consequence. For example, in my point of view, then if you see the tackle of Derek in the first half, everyone can see just the tackle, but why the tackle was made and what he get into that point is because he was concentrated. He was very, very in a better tactical position, if we can speak. The decision was better. You become more efficient when you are giving everything inside the pitch and when you're running, because you're focused on running and giving everything. Then the rest could come in a more positive way, you know, because then if we think that we're going to play just because we have our shirt, we have talent, and then the ball is going to go behind of the net and we're going to defend everything, that's not how it goes, you know. So that's why I want to say it over and over again. It's not about the 3 goals enough. It's not about only the efficiency or what, like the ruthless that we were in front of the goal. It's because why and how. That's what I said to my teammates after the game against Houston. It's not that we're making mistakes. It's the how we're making the mistakes that we need to change, because it's like in every sport, you always have mistakes. It's very rare that you can have 100% accuracy of a game. It's rare, in history. Not even Messi and Cristiano, they miss passes, they can miss chances as well, but then they score thousands of goals, But that's the way. But the way that they play, the confidence, the effort, and putting everything for the benefit of the team, regardless of who's going to score, regardless of who's going to do the tackle, regardless of who's going to play, regardless of that, if you see beyond only yourself, that's how championship teams are built, and that's why a lot of teams get those trophies. It's not a part of the talent. I think the talent is a consequence in sports. That's why we admire a lot of athletes, because how much you need to push yourself and how much effort, sacrifices and stuff you need to give to every profession.
Why do you think we did not see that kind of effort maybe the last couple of home games?
Because it didn't happen and it wasn't there. It's part of life. That's the beauty of it. That if you don't have mistakes, if you don't have bad games, you don't know where you need to improve. There's no improvement. If you are not doing mistakes, there's no place to improve. That's life. That's the beauty of it. That we're not perfect. We are humans, and we have light, we have shadow, we have mistakes, we have good things. That's the beauty of it. But the beauty of the most interesting part, I think, of life, not only in sports, is like you need to recognize that, be humble enough to accept it, and then see that not as a weakness. Instead, you see it like a place to improve, like a gap, like something more positive than negative. That's how we did it. And now the challenge is not only celebrate because it was a derby, it was a tráfico. Now the challenge is maintain this on Sunday. That's the challenge. And then after Sunday, we have the break, and then we come back against Portland, and again, and again, and again. That's how you can achieve the championships and winning titles and win mostly everything.
Thank you, Javi.
You're welcome.
And now we'll go to Spanish. Let's go with Katia.
Thanks, Kevin. Saludos, Javier. Hablaba Raheem de cómo buscó avivar también, a lo mejor con algunos comentarios, la rivalidad, no buscando que se saliera de control como quizá ocurrió al final, pero cómo permeó esto en el grupo para ver una mejor actuación.
Pues mira, más allá de los comentarios para poder encender o no encender un partido, yo creo que el principal comentario con el que yo me quedé, que él hizo y que también lo hizo dentro del vestuario con todos nosotros, es no busques excusas, no apuntes el dedo hacia afuera y vete en el espejo y ve cómo puedes crecer y cómo puedes aprender y cómo puedes tomar responsabilidad de tus actuaciones cada uno individualmente y luego mejorarlo, trabajar para mejorarlo y también ponerlo al servicio del equipo, que es lo más importante.
Y una segunda, en el tema de selección, sé que siempre es tu respuesta, pero hay muchos reportes circulando que se había entablado ya una comunicación para hablar. Si tú nos podías confirmar o dar detalles al respecto.
Sí hubo acercamientos, sí, claro que sí.
Ok, gracias.
De nada, Katia.
We've got time for a couple more questions. Next we'll go to Salvador.
Thank you. Hola Javi, ¿cómo estás?
¿Qué onda?
Qué gusto saludarte.
Cansado, gracias.
Qué gusto estar bien. Oye Javi, yo quisiera preguntarte, ¿qué tan importante es para ti, para la confianza, para lo que viene y también para el partido contra Austin y demás lo que viene, el hecho de que vuelvas a anotar, el hecho de que acabes con esta sequía de que no hacías gol desde el mes de abril? Gracias, Javi.
A ver, gracias, es muy importante, pero siempre voy a mandar este mensaje, espero que la gente no lo vaya a tomar, que no es como para asumir la responsabilidad. Yo sé la responsabilidad que conllevo en esta institución, en este equipo y en mi posición, obviamente, pero créeme que aprendí de la temporada pasada. La temporada pasada marqué 17 goles de 20 y no sé qué tantos partidos y nos quedábamos fuera. Entonces ahora sí voy a marcar 11, 12 o 8 o 9, pero puedo estar ayudando con esfuerzos, con buenas actuaciones y que el equipo esté ganando, lo voy a cambiar siempre, siempre, siempre. Yo quiero obviamente marcar más goles y van a significar mucha ayuda en el equipo. Claro que cada gol ayuda y obviamente es mejor que siempre tu delantero está haciendo gol, como hoy también entró Decky e hizo gol y en el otro partido de la Copa hizo gol, también hizo 2 goles también de penal. Entonces siempre obviamente que es importante, cualquier jugador que haga gol te da, sí, un boost de confianza y un boost de energía, pero sí, el mensaje que siempre he mandado, y por más que haga goles, el mensaje es que obviamente es mi posición, pero créeme que el gol siempre es la culminación del esfuerzo, del trabajo, de la dedicación y del sacrificio de todo el equipo.
Thanks for your time, Javi.
Thank you.